John, we got ourselves the dream. The dream is a reality. We've got retro toy lines coming back from the grave with waves 2 or 3 or whatever the next thing is of the Retro Indianna Jones figures. Let's talk about it today on Toy Geeks. All right, John. Maybe I shouldn't have been shocked by all these images that dropped today with Indiana Jones, but alas, here we are. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe am I overreacting to this? Because I'm just really excited that we're getting, basically a deadline is come back from the grave. And we're getting, new figures in that toy line. I think, when they've done the Ghostbusters, Kenner Classics, whatever, it's just like, oh man, what if they finally gave us a boogeyman or whatever? And I feel like this is doing that for Indiana Jones. John, what was your first reaction once you saw these images?
Shocked. Absolutely shocked that it was happening. I thought with the current state at Hasbro, what's going on with major layoffs, all from so many departments, I figured they are sort of tightening their belts a little bit. They won't be putting out that much product or newer product, stuff that requires all new tooling, lots of work.
Yeah.
So I sort of dismissed this line as, okay, so we saw the first ones at that Indy panel, and that's going to be it. Like all of the wind was out of my sails for this line completely. So when I saw the first, I only had seen 2 images this morning. And when you asked if I wanted to do an Indy thing, I was like, on 2 figures? and then I saw I went back and looked again, and there was like 4 or 5 more. I'm like, okay, this is happening.
Like, I think we talked about last time too. It's like, will we get a Dr. Henry Jones? And in our Discord, Nick Dillinger said the same thing. I initially thought, I was like, kind of looks like Steven Spielberg, but whatever. I don't care. I just excited that we're getting Last Crusade figures, and not just any Last Crusade figures. We're getting another Indy in that style. And I guess it's not here. It's somewhere. I'll find it in a second. But like, I don't know. I'm so excited about like the potential of these figures. It's so freaking cool. Let me go back to Pre-Tyrannia. He had, I think, the images of the Indy here. But like, come on. This is like, if I had to pick one Indy, it would be the Last Crusade Indy. I love the tie Indy. He comes with the Holy Grail. It's an actual little grail. Like, come on. This is so cool.
This is going to be difficult to open these figures because I love this card back.
It's such a good card back. It's so good. But just get 2. I mean, these things are only $15.
Good point. I throw money at worse.
Right? So, I feel like, I don't know. I'm just super excited. Like, I'm so glad, I got the Temp or Well of Souls playset. And because now it's like, oh, I can have like everybody. Or if I look at my vintage Star Wars, Kenner Star Wars, and I have like shelves for each movie, like there's representation for each movie of the original trilogy. And to me, like, that's just over the moon. And I feel what Jeff Morris is feeling. It's like, hello, what is happening here? Why am I so pumped for these figures? They look great. And there's something about almost somehow going back in time, changing the timeline, and then giving us the figures that we never got that just seems really cool and special.
Right? I do hope. I mean, I doubt it. I really doubt it. But I do hope that they are able to concoct a Last Crusade playset.
Yes, 100%. What would
And
you
do
pick
it
as
and
your
do
Last Crusade playset?
See, I feel like something with the traps would be fun, whether it's the
Mhm.
breakaway floor
Yeah.
or the saws,
Yep.
like when,
The
they
penitent
were
man will
the
pass.
penitent man will pass. Like, that would be great, playability,
Mhm.
um, but, just something and keep it in style
Yep.
of the old playsets, the Well of Souls,
Yes.
and, uh, just make it the map room, like, make it simple,
Mhm.
but still, like a great world building playset.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, like, the original style for the Indiana Jones playsets are very similar to what Hasbro's comfortable with doing now, which is just
Mhm.
kind of like little vignettes of
Right.
a scene or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And to me, you're 100% right. Like something of the the traps in the the place where I keep saying Ark of the Covenant's like, no, it's the Holy Grail. But just anything or the weird 3D bridge. And I don't know if you could do all three of like the main tests or whatever, but
Mhm.
um or maybe you had just the facade of the temple in the mountain
Oh,
or
yeah.
canyon.
Mhm.
Um
And
so
make the Templar Knight can be like the figure
ooh, the pack-in,
exclusive to the set. Yeah, the pack-in.
and you make him in like a glowy, translucent blue
Mhm.
plastic. Like,
I
that would
mean
be awesome. Yeah, the rotating fireplace, castle.
Mhm.
And then vehicles, I mean, you got the tank, you got the Zeppelin. I don't know if you'd ever do the Zeppelin, but you got Zeppelin, you got the biplane,
The bike with the sidecar.
the bike with the sidecar. Like, I know they're doing it for the kid line, but nobody's gonna buy that one. Just do it for this retro line. Um, Yeah, the Grail Room playset would be fun. It's almost like if they would just do like three little vignettes. So you have like the Penitent Man will pass one,
Mhm.
the Invisible Bridge one, and the Grail Room, and then you can just kind of like three little sets that you could either stack however you want them. Would be awesome.
Yep.
Um, Umbrella and Seagulls. Yeah, it's just that would be amazing. Temple of Doom, John, where would you go on the Temple of Doom front for potential playsets?
Um, see, I think the what do you call it? The mine car, something with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the torture chamber rack part of the movie would probably be out. I don't think Hasbro would be down for doing a the rack over the
Yes,
burning the
probably
burning
not.
pit. But yeah, I think something with the mine car would be
Yeah.
fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I still love we're getting short round.
Or just a table play set with like all the monkey heads.
I think out of all of them, right, the minecart racetrack would probably be the one that is like the most toyetic.
Yep.
Um, So I think Jane must have looked in the ark. They're gone, man. What do you mean?
A girl can dream.
Chad Blue says, John, look at your phone. um, the water plane with Jacques and Reggie.
I don't have anything.
A figure with removable heart. And probably was saying his office, his university office, so they make some of those hot university students who Dr. Jones. Oh man. Yeah, young Indian train set. Ah man. That's a pipe dream. Because it was Barnum and Bailey's circus, wasn't it? Or was it just
Yeah.
some generic
I
circus?
think it was Barnum and Bailey's.
Um
Did
Dark Theory. No sacrificial pit, no sale.
I'm trying to remember. Uh Man, I gotta watch these movies again.
Mm-hmm.
River Phoenix played young Indy, right?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Did he play young Indy in the Indiana Jones Chronicles show?
No, I think somebody else did it. I don't remember, but I don't think so. I may be wrong.
It's been so long.
I'm sure someone in the chat will tell us. There you go. Nope.
No. Maybe
Robert, I have effused praise for Bluey on this channel many times. One of the great current original shows for the whole family on TV today. I don't know. I'm just over the moon. I think you're right, John. Like, if you're gonna give new figures, and I know this is getting greedy now, just give us the playsets. Give us some playsets and vehicles, and we'll be happy. We'll never complain again, Hasbro.
We won't bug you anymore for anything else.
I need the Maury Povich line. That was a lie. Okay. So he had passed by the time it. Okay. I know he passed was like 93 or something like that. Sean Patrick Flannery played him in the show.
Toy Otter posted a mock-up of a Temple of Doom playset.
Ooh, okay. All right. Hold on. Friend of the channel, Toy Otter.
That would be.
Was it on Instagram or Twitter?
It's on his Instagram.
Okay. Instagram. I wish Toy Otter could just do all of his renders.
Just
like
design all of our toys, please.
Yes, like just have him do it. Like these superpowers renders for like the Lost Wave. It looks so good. Where is it? Is it an older post? Am I?
Maybe Chad just had this saved on his phone because it says 6 hours ago.
Oh, that's not there. Then it must be Twitter. Let's go Twitter. Toy Otter. Toyota. I think it's the Toy Otter.
I know this is great content right now.
This is amazing. If you can text it to me, John,
I just did.
Okay. But anyway, Club Obi-Wan would be great. It is older. Okay.
Okay.
But anywho, yeah, I'm pumped. Let's talk about the other figures here. It's almost like I don't give two craps about the 6-inch toy line now. I know that's probably people like, no, you need to do the 6-inch or whatever. And they did show some more figures from the 6-inch. So more things coming there. You have the map room Indiana Jones. And then you've also got the Knights Templar, was it Kazim? I like they look fine. I know there's been, John, you were saying the in-hand feel for those figures has not been too hot.
Yeah. And I mean, there's no mention yet of these having a build-in artifact anything. So maybe they're going to scrap that idea if they're going to continue the 6-inch line. But I'm with you. I'm not even thinking about these figures anymore.
Yeah.
Like the retros. I'm all in.
Yeah. Same.
And it could be because, I think we've been spoiled by so many 6-inch lines that have great paint apps, great face sculpts.
Yep.
And with the retro stuff, they don't have to be up to any sort of bar.
Yeah.
It is like soft details. That's what they're supposed to be. So there's no letdown to be had.
It's part of the charm.
Right.
And, and that's where it's like, even though Henry Jones here looks like Steven Spielberg, it's kind of a cross between Steven Spielberg and Sean Connery. I can see a little bit of both there. But I don't know. It's so much more. It's more fun to me. And I do understand the criticism, like, well, they're just like feeding on your nostalgia, addiction. Sure, fine, whatever. But it makes me happy. I'm not hurting anybody.
Right.
Not hurting anybody. So, to me, I just thought, us oldies always go for retro, myself included. I think I do see a little Hooper there too.
Yeah.
But it's when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's definitely Spielberg.
But that's okay.
Yeah. And again, that's why I'm just like, I'm okay with it. I love how they kept his head in the same position. Look at that.
For every
It doesn't move.
they just
This was
they just
done digitally.
yeah, done digitally and like, we'll just turn his body.
Look, that is some photography right
Mhm.
there. Oh, the flying, yeah, the German V plane. There's just so many things you could do.
Mhm.
Sean was 12 years older than Harrison. They played father and son. Well, there's just something about like Harrison has always appeared younger than he was, and
Yeah.
and Sean kind of appeared older than he was. So it worked. I think it worked. But yeah, are the orders up for this yet?
I don't think so.
I just
There wasn't any word because I had initially seen him, I think, on Yak Face, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, but so far, I don't think there's any order info.
Yeah.
Wasn't that first wave supposed to hit in January?
I think so.
And
But
there's been no like early in-hand images at all for the first couple retro figures.
no, aside from that little thing they did, that Indiana Jones stream, no. So anyway, to me it's like I hope these are as plentiful as the Kenner Classics figures were and still are. Like you can get the whole wave of the Ghostbusters on like BBTS right now for $29 or something like that. All
Really?
4 of them.
They're that cheap?
Yeah. So I hope they're as plentiful as those were, because to me it's just aces. I cannot tell you how excited I am for these. I'll get the 6-inch Indy, but that's it. And maybe I'll get one of the kiddo figures, and that's it. But really, for me, this whole Indiana Jones rebirth at Hasbro, now that we've seen they're going into Temple of Doom and the Last Crusade, this is it for me. This is where I'm putting all my chips in for the adventures of Indiana Jones Kenner Classics Indy toy line.
Same.
Adam Hamlet. They are waiting to clear out origins for Indy's line. I don't know if Mega J is posted yet. He sent me an image this morning on Instagram of Wave 13 on shelves in Australia.
Oh wow.
So I'm sure the next video that'll come out saying it's going to die will say, well, see, it's dead in America for retail, but it's definitely still could still be in retail outside the US. That's what I meant. That's totally what I meant.
There's just not enough support in the US to keep it going.
Yeah, it's totally dead in the US, but everywhere else it's still alive. Anyway. Oh, somebody said they could use the umbrella for the penguin.
Oh, for the McFarlane 66 penguin?
Yeah.
If you buy the Villain's Lair playset, it comes with his umbrella.
Maybe you don't want to buy it. No, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. But still, it would have been even better if they put like one seagull in there as a packet. That would have been fun. Cardboard Galaxy. Expect Creative reports Indiana Jones retro figures line is dead as of 1982. It's back, baby. Hold on. I did pull in these images here that Mega Jason. I'm sure he's done like 2 streams already today. And actually we may try to do 2 streams. I really want to get Mad Hatter on the second stream because NECA Holothon officially announced today. We've got images of figures that'll be at NECA Holothon. So it's still early his time. So I'm just trying to see if he can join in because I'd love to have his perspective as well on that. Plus, we haven't had Hatter on in a while. I was talking to him yesterday. I was like, Hatter, It's been too long
been a
since
while.
you've been on. But yeah, so yeah, these are the images of Snake Tila, Slamurai, King Randor, on shelves down under.
Man. Speaking of Origins, real quick.
Yeah.
I saw some people got Duplico in hand already. And
Yeah.
they're going over like $70 already.
I saw, and it may have been a fake bid, but I saw like $400 or something like that. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Toy Habits posted today. I'll pull it up right now. So if anybody's stressing out about getting Duplico, it is confirmed to be a Walmart exclusive. So it will be at Walmart, presumably at retail.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it's like a lot of the other Walmart exclusives. Maybe it's hard to find it first, but then pretty easy to find. So if you're stressing out about it, don't, because it will come out.
Yep.
And then, yeah, BBTS just got Stake Armor Skeletor. So I think a lot of the stress instigated by the post saying the line is going to end April has got me a little more stressed out than we would be if we didn't know that. But they're starting to come out. They dropped on Mattel Creations while we were live last week, and I assume more will be arriving. So just I would take a grain of salt. Flash. Scott's videos are opposite in Australia. The Origins line is alive and well. But anyway, any other thoughts, John, here before we close out? Because we'll probably be back a little bit later, hopefully with another stream about the NECA Holothon, and ideally, hopefully joined by Mad Hatter. If not, maybe just John and I will do it. And there's the NECA things that we can show. There's also, it's everywhere right now. You can see them. There's not a chance in hell I'm going to show them on this channel. But the new Ninja Turtle figures for the new movie, there's leaked images of in-package Turtles figures. It's going around. If you're on the GDL Patreon Discord, they're on there. You can check them out. They're on the internet. But I will not show anything from that film until it's official somewhere. And if you don't know the story, actually, last time Mad Hatter was on, we talked about him, and Paramount gave us a hefty copyright strike, which would have really hurt the channel if they kept it on there. Thankfully, the lawyers and myself were able to quickly resolve it. But part of that agreement meant no more talking about those, or unless it's officially official, no more sharing it on this channel. So, yeah, I don't think they can get to the Discord channel. It's a private Discord channel. It's only available to patrons, so don't stress there. But in terms of this very public channel, we will not be talking about it here. And for any other YouTuber that is thinking of doing it, or you can do whatever you want, but my recommendation to you is to not post pictures of them until they are officially whatever, because those lawyers have got an itchy trigger finger, and I wouldn't want you to have to face the same stresses that I had to face.
They're like the Mattel lawyers for Jurassic IP.
Well, but you know what? The Mattel thing took a long time to get resolved. I will give credit to the Paramount lawyers. They were really quick. They worked really fast. So it was stressful for a couple of days, but then resolved fairly quickly. But also, just my opinion, I do think the new toys look pretty good. I haven't
seen them. I'll have to check them out.
They look good. I definitely be buying them. I need to change my name. Listen, there's plenty of good Scotts out there, Scott. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it to heart. All right. That'll do it. Stay tuned. Hit subscribe and bell if you haven't yet. Hopefully we'll do another stream a little bit later today. And so we'll see you there. We'll talk about the NECA Holothon. Some great things to be excited about there. And again, hopefully we'll be joined by friend of the channel, Mad Hatter Reviews. So until then, Take care, everybody. We'll see you there. Hasta luego and goodbye.